in this video, what's going on? In this video, we're going to discuss how to find a good retail space for vintage clothing. By the way, before we get into it, hit the subscribe button to get more wonderful, fabulous content just like this. But look, the number one thing we're going to highlight is location, right? Drake said it the best. It's all about location. Look at this retail space right here. Right now I'm on 2nd Avenue and 10th. You can see here. There's a space right here, on the corner here. Right? This space here, you know how much the rent costs here? This is what they consider the village area, the East Village in particular. The rent is a whopping $21,000 per month. This space right now, $21,000 per month. Now, the question is, does that make sense? Well, we're in the East Village. The average person makes to live in this neighborhood $120,000 a year. Two-parent household, they make over $240,000 per year. The question is, the second question becomes, what type of vintage clothing are you going to sell, right? And then the third question is, how much can you make here revenue-wise? Because think about it, if you can make $250,000 a month here, $21,000 a month for the rent is nothing, right? When you think about cost of labor, inventory, that's nothing. You can make $250,000 a month here, sign me up, okay? However, if you can only make $30,000 a month here or $40,000 a month here, then that changes things. Then that may not be a good space. So what you got to consider is what type of clothing you're going to sell. Are you going to sell vintage clothing or thrift clothing that is $5 a piece, $6 a piece? What type of demographic you're going to serve? So the way I see this is, if I'm in this area, the rent is $21,000 a month. Let's say I can't afford to do it. Let's say I say, you know what, at this space, I can make $100,000 a month and the rent is $20,000 a month. That makes sense to me. But operations-wise, do I have a good supply of inventory to supply the space every single day that stuff sells? If the answer is no, then this is not a good space for me, because you got to have lots of inventory to be able to make those type of numbers, right? Vintage is an inventory game, right? You got to have good quality inventory, and you need lots of it. So your sources of inventory has to be wide ranging. You need about 50 to 60, 70 sources of where you can get good inventory from, not only in your city, but across the country, maybe even internationally. So if you don't have good quality inventory, this location may not be good for you. However, let's say I'm in another area where the average salary is $40,000 per year, and now the rent becomes a lot lesser. Let's say the rent is $5,000 a month or $3,000 a month, and I got a big space and I charge, my average price point for each piece is $5. Can that area exist? It may be. If that demographic of people like vintage clothes. Maybe some demographics of people don't like vintage clothes. So now it still may not work. So nonetheless, you just gotta have the perfect fit. It's gotta be the right demographics, the right location, gotta have a good supply of inventory. And if you have all those things going for you at the same time, at the right place, you can make a lot of money. If not, don't waste your time. Until the next time, take care.